Love means never having to say you're sorry. The quote may be famous, but we here at Well disagree. The ability to pluck up the courage to sincerely apologize is one of the most important skills you'll learn in life, and it especially becomes handy with the people you love. Of course, apologizing can be terrifying. It's the kind of thing you build up into a huge deal, the kind of thing you lose sleep over and perhaps continue to put it off. We all do. And this week, we took a viewer suggestion from SpiloSpud. We're going to walk you through that difficult, awkward, sweaty moment when you have to take a deep breath and say, "I'm sorry." It turns out, people who are able to bite the bullet and apologize are emotionally healthier than those who can't. A study done at Grant McEwen University in Edmonton found that people with low self-esteem feel worse after a conflict and are less likely to apologize for it. On the other hand, there's a strong correlation between strong self-esteem and the ability to apologize. Here's one more thing. A University of Illinois study found that people who apologized tend to fare better financially than those who don't. Are you still putting it off? All right, but just remember what William Shakespeare said. Cowards die many times before their death. What old Will means here is putting off an apology is a lot more painful than actually apologizing. Let's get to our 4 steps. Step 1, assess the situation. Making this apology is going to be like climbing a mountain. You want to survey the terrain and watch out for any big rocks or boulders that are going to be especially hard to get over. So first, on your Wellcast worksheet, simply write down the whole story of whatever happened. For example, I came home late one evening after an exhausting day of work, and my roommate was eating my Doritos. I completely blew up at her. She then proceeded to weep for 2 hours. Step 2, write out your game plan and stick to it. We're big fans of scripting out what we're going to say beforehand here at Wellcast. It takes a little bit of the nerves away from actually, doing the thing. So on your Wellcast worksheet, try writing out a practice apology speech. Make sure you hit the following points when you're giving your apology. Acknowledge what you did wrong and take responsibility for it. Hey, I shouldn't have flipped out, all right? That was a completely unfair and ridiculous response to you eating my Doritos. Say a genuine "I'm sorry" and don't temper it with any buts. This means none of this "I am sorry that you felt that way," or "Hey, I'm sorry, but you really need to respect my snack foods." Hey, don't go overboard though. You shouldn't have to apologize for your whole existence. Just be specific to the actual incident. Don't try to rationalize your actions, but don't be afraid of explaining your emotions at the time. Be honest. Have you been really stressed out lately? Have you, for some reason, developed a very emotional attachment to Doritos? Okay, as long as you're not using these reasons as justification for your actions, honesty can't hurt. Step 3, an apology should be a conversation, not a monologue. Yeah, okay. I know I just told you to write down a script, but that can only take you so far. After you say what you've prepared, allow them to express their feelings and actually listen. You owe it to them. Step 4, make amends. So, technically, the hard part's over, right? You've actually broken the ice and said what you've wanted to say. They've responded, but you don't want to fall into that category of talking the talk and not walking the walk. So, at the end of your worksheet, write down several ways that you're going to make an effort to change your actions for the better. Okay, let's recap, Wellcasters. Today you learned 4 steps to getting up the courage to actually give a sincere apology. You learned to assess the situation like a mountaineer. Write out your apology beforehand. Engage in a fruitful conversation with the person to whom you're apologizing. And you learned how to try to keep yourself from making the same mistake again.